Hello everyone, this is an overview of CyberNet Communications CyberSecure System, Intelligence, Cyber and Business Security Software. Let's go to slide one, some general product information. What's important here, some important points are it's real-time performing data analysis software, looking at all the events throughout your network, providing alerts and reporting on all aspects of security and network components, keeping your network operational 24/7. The analysis can be done either at the endpoint or at the server or both. It tries to identify issues that are vulnerable locations or suspicious events, other network security related threats. It's an instant detect and response software system protecting any size network. We go up to about 500,000, 500,000 machines. The concept information here, some important points. I guess we'll just go down through we monitor overall user activity to a very, very detailed level. Everything that a user does essentially in terms of accessing local and remote machines and web activity, which we'll go into later. We monitor applications, OS components and processes in terms of whether they are suspicious or malicious. We look at the protection software, antivirus software, make sure it's up to date. We look at the operating system, make sure it is up to date with all the security patches installed. We look at your firewall status. We do an inventory of hardware, mobile devices, and network adapters. That includes not just PCs, but printers and routers and switches. We look at file activity, file sharing activity, and network traffic. Web access, as I said, we look at access to problematic sites that look at the file transfer activity. If somebody is publishing some documents to Dropbox, we can create an alert for that. Social media site access, if people are watching YouTube or on Facebook too much, you can create an alert for that. We look at, we try to analyze these events using YARA rules, which help decide whether something needs further analysis or not, or whether your IT team needs to be notified. We have an optional interface to a threat exchange cloud. We use virustotal.com. We send the hashes of every process in your network up to this cloud to run it through a database, a global database, to see if this particular process has been identified as a threat or not. We do that automatically whenever a process starts. We perform correlations using artificial intelligence between a number of events. For example, if one event in itself may not be a particular threat, but when combined with other information around that event on that particular machine, it may then constitute something that your IT team needs to look at. This is the organization network structure. You can have a centralized server that can control and receive information from devices within its own network or within remote networks. All the information is securely encrypted and passed between the endpoints and the server. Some more information on system architecture. One point here again to highlight is that it's not just PCs and servers, but also other devices which we can access using SNMP protocols such as routers, printers, switches, cameras. Basically most Internet of Things devices. Here's some graphical view of the topology. We have the server here in the middle, and then we have customizable dashboard views related to what's important to your company. We have a data leaks dashboard view, a user activity dashboard view, a process activity dashboard view, which can highlight the events in these different areas. Again, we connect to every device pretty much that's on your network. We have the deep system analysis with YARA. We have our threat exchange with virustotal.com. Here we have an alert center. We can send emails to specific IT team members or all the IT team, as well as text messages. We have a detailed report analysis section, which you can generate weekly, daily, hourly, monthly reports that can be delivered to management. They can be extremely detailed. A lot of customers like those reports. One of the things that we're particularly proud of is our dashboard. Let's look at that. Oh, we also have prevention, remediation actions in terms of suspending a process or stopping a process or killing a process or logging a user out of a machine. All can be done from our web interface. Dashboard modules, again, they can be customized to your liking in terms of what's important to you. Here is the dashboard view. Again, you can see that this particular dashboard is set up with all of these windows. They can be changed. You can add to, remove, depending on what you would like to see. We have an example here. We have 6 machines that need Windows updates, 21 machines that have antivirus software update problems. We have our first detect process window, which is essentially an analysis of the processes that are starting for the first time ever in your network. Here is our alert center. Again, you can set it to get to send emails on these different types of alerts. Risk management. And one of the things, again, I want to highlight more is that we use artificial intelligence within our software to intelligently identify, because it's a lot of information, intelligently identify the threats that warrant your attention. And we try to eliminate a lot of false positives and only focus on the things that is important to you and your IT team. Helping with that is a report generator. Again, this is a very handy tool for generating reports that maybe might be required for management meetings, etc. You can generate reports on activity and behavior patterns over weeks or months. They can also help you understand your network better. We find that these reports generally are great educational tools to understand what exactly is happening in your network in terms of activity and identify the potential vulnerabilities or, as we'll talk about later, the areas where the network is less efficient than it should be. It's easy to implement in terms of installation. It's very quick to install. There's zero downtime on the installation. There is no impact on network performance. Again, when these agents are installed on the endpoints, there is no impact on CPU performance or minimal impact. Some of the functional specifications here. There's a lot of information. I'll just go through some of it. So number 4 here. So we want to protect your information. So the only information that leaves site is the checksum value of processes, which cannot be tied back to anything real in your organization, and that's something that is optional. Everything else is contained and secure. We use AES 512 encryption. There's no impact. Again, we'll want to reiterate: there's no impact to network traffic, CPU, or disk, or memory consumption. We're capable of monitoring up to 500,000 endpoints on any site. We have a web interface. That web interface runs on Chrome. It allows multiple users to log in and look at the information at any one time. Again, that dashboard is very visually. We find that in Knox centers, putting that dashboard on a wall-mounted TV monitor helps keep everybody aware of the activity that's happening in their network. And identifies any unusual activity. The reporting module, again, is another way of gathering together all the historical data and try to help improve and secure your network. We've customizable notifications, which we've talked about, and that's it for now. Thank you for listening, and if you'd like to know more about this product, our contact information is there. Okay, thank you.